A fangirl named Dre fetches her new credit card in the mail. She immediately activates it to order 2 standing tickets to her favorite artist concert, Nija. Dre shops at a convenience store, and the sales lady tells her that her sister owes money after getting rubber. When she gets home, Khaled immediately digs into the food, and Marissa announces that she'll be a makeup artist for a huge show. The sisters celebrate, and Marissa asks Dre if she can cover for her at work. Marissa sits down to eat food and wonders why there isn't any for Dre. She offers some of her food to Dre and mentions the rent she needs to pay. Dre tells her she no longer has money, which confuses Marissa since Dre just got paid. Dre says she used the money to buy food and paid what Marissa owed at the store. Marissa replies that she doesn't owe the sales lady money and only wants to scam Dre. Khaled offers to get the money back for her, but Dre declines. Khaled teases her that she wants a man to handle it and makes fun of her, and Dre asks if they talk about her. Khaled says he knows everything about her since Marissa always talks about Dre. He mentions her being a virgin and offers to hook her up with some of his friends. Khaled leaves, and Marissa apologizes for Khaled's behavior. Dre listens to music in her room when Khaled approaches her. He tells her he wants to take Marissa to Atlanta for her birthday and invites Dre. Dre replies that she and Marissa will be busy since she got them tickets to Nija's concert. Khaled wonders how she got tickets since they're expensive and she's broke. Dre tells him she sacrificed some things to meet Nija and asks Khaled not to tell Marissa about the tickets. Later that day, Marissa practices makeup on Dre. She notices Dre typing on her phone and thinks she's got a man. Dre shows her screen, a fan site of Nija with many followers called The Swarm. Marissa can't believe that Dre still runs the fan site, which was something the sisters did together as teenagers. Dre says that she likes running the account, but Marissa reminds her that the followers aren't her friends, but are crazy fans who don't care about her. Marissa adds the finishing touches to Dre's look and compliments her. Dre holds her arm and kisses the scar on Marissa's wrist. They get on the bed to smoke some salad and bond with each other. Marissa makes Dre promise they'll meet Nija one day, and Dre promises her, knowing she bought tickets for them. Marissa dreams about doing Nija's makeup, and the sisters talk about what it would be like if they met Nija in person. The following day, Dre wakes up and sees Marissa's urgent messages. She arrives late to work, looking haggard, with ruined makeup. The manager, Erica, tells her she can't work looking terrible, and Marissa drags Dre to the bathroom to fix her appearance. Dre complains about Erica, but Marissa tells her to be nice because Erica is a good person and helps her land makeup gigs. Marissa says Erica doesn't know she has a makeup gig later and tells Dre to keep it cool. The sisters have lunch with their co-workers, and Erica mentions a party happening later that night. Dre asks if she can come, but the others don't seem fond of the idea. Dre takes over Marissa's shift at night, and Khaled drops by asking for Marissa. Dre replies that she's away, so Khaled turns to Dre for help. They enter a perfume store, and Khaled asks what kind of perfume Marissa is into. Khaled starts talking about how the sisters don't look like sisters based on their appearances and personality. He asks them to be friends since Dre always acts cold to him. Dre brings up how Khaled said Nija isn't special and is offended by it. Khaled laughs at Dre for acting like a child, then apologizes for dissing Nija. He offers her a ride home as a peace offering, but Dre declines, saying she'll take the bus. Before Dre can walk away, Khaled stops her and asks to talk about her behavior towards him. He mentions how Dre always stares and spies at him, looking like she wants what she sees. Khaled gets closer to her and says she no longer has to be a virgin and leans in for a kiss. Dre shows no sign of emotion and walks off. When she returns to the store, the cash register is robbed and shirts are thrown everywhere. Marissa receives a call from Dre as she's preparing the vanity with makeup products. Dre waits at the curb outside the mall for Marissa to arrive. Marissa pulls up to see Erica smoking a cigarette angrily, then returns inside. The sisters arrive home and Marissa packs a bag with clothes. Dre asks where she's going, and Marissa tells her she'll stay at Khaled's place while sounding disappointed. Dre apologizes, but Marissa says an apology isn't enough to pay their rent. Marissa adds that she planned to quit working at the store anyway, since she has an upcoming interview for another job. She keeps packing and tells Dre that space will benefit them since they've always been together. Dre gets anxious and blurts out the birthday surprise she kept for Marissa. Marissa doesn't believe her since Dre's broke and brings up Khaled's gift to take her to Atlanta for her birthday. And when they return from the trip, Marissa plans to move in with Khaled. Dre starts to worry and tries to stop Marissa by saying Khaled isn't good for her. Marissa complains that Dre always dislikes her boyfriends, and Dre reveals that Khaled tried to have dirty exercise with her at the mall. Marissa tells her to shut up and leaves. Dre chases after her, but Marissa's tired of her clinginess and demands Dre to leave her alone. Dre lies on her bed and suddenly receives multiple notifications on Twitter. She rushes to the TV to tune into Nija's new era in her career, causing her to cry and fangirl. Marissa messages her about it, but Dre doesn't reply. She leaves the house in a party dress and enters a club, getting influenced by Nija's new era. Dre approaches a guy named Marcus and tells him to dance with her. They end up making out with each other in a secluded area. Dre wakes up in Marcus's bed the following morning, and Marcus offers her strawberries with his peanut pressed up against the bowl. Dre excuses herself to the bathroom to freshen up. She charges her phone, and a stream of messages from Marissa appears. Marcus talks with Dre through the door and tells her where he's from. Dre checks her phone to see Marissa's text about Khaled cheating and leaving her stranded. Dre arrives home and finds the concert tickets in the mail. She approaches Marissa in bed to show her the tickets, but Marissa's unconscious. She's rushed to the hospital, and Dre is informed that Marissa passed away. Dre spends her time mourning and being depressed in Marissa's room. Time quickly passes by, and the house is emptied. She accidentally drops a Coke bottle at the store and picks up a glass shard to crush it, making her hand bleed. Later that night, she reminisces memories of her and Marissa on her phone. Dre checks social media and sees that people are bashing Marissa for ending herself because of Nija's new song. Dre sends Marissa a text saying she misses her, then hears a notification nearby. She finds Marissa's phone and texts herself with it. At Marissa's funeral, Dre mourns at the sight of her lying peacefully in the coffin. The funeral director arrives and asks Dre to leave upon the request of Marissa's foster family. Dre visits Khaled's place, and they sit down to chat. Khaled says he fought with Marissa before she died and wishes he had known she was considering suicide. He tells Dre he was scared to attend the funeral and starts crying. Dre consoles him, then Khaled offers her some tea. When Khaled prepares it for her, Dre rushes behind him to whack his head. Khaled drops to the ground, and Dre finishes him off by nailing his head several times. Dre has a panic attack and goes hysterical by eating a pie. Time passes by, and Dre becomes a dancer at a club. A man sits down in front of her to toss cash. Dre asks him where his friend Reggie is, but the man tells her he can take over for him. Dre rejects him and walks away to the locker room. Another girl, Cheeks, tells her to do her job right instead of dancing to sad songs and causing men to leave before she gets fired. Dre exits the club and passes by another dancer named Haley, arguing with her boyfriend. Dre arrives home and stalks Reggie, one of the bashers of Marissa's suicide. There's a knock on her door asking for Carmen, which is Dre's new identity. Dre answers the door to see Haley asking to use the bathroom. Haley treats her out to lunch and tells Dre that the other girls are just jealous of her confidence. Haley offers to teach her pole techniques, but Dre says that it's only a temporary job. Haley tells Dre that she feels connected with her since she understands what it's like to be rejected. Haley says she left her boyfriend because he couldn't accept her being black, given that her dad is half black. Bitch, I guess I'm blind. She explains that's why she uses Halsey as her stage name, like the singer. When she says Halsey's the best singer, Dre disagrees, claiming Nija is better. Haley receives a text from her boyfriend asking for food. Dre drives Haley to her boyfriend's place and refuses to enter. Haley insists she comes in so her boyfriend doesn't think she's sleeping with others and offers to pay her. Dre hides in the bathroom, checking Reggie's tweets. She overhears Haley's boyfriend complaining about the food, and Haley fights back, saying she pays for everything. Sneaking back to her car, Dre practices her makeup following one of Marissa's tutorials. Dre arrives home at night to find Haley on her bed. Haley tells her she told the receptionist she's Dre's best friend to get in. She explains she packed what she could from her house and stole her boyfriend's car while he was asleep. Dre goes to Haley's boyfriend's house, finds him in the bathroom, and attacks him with a dumbbell, smashing his head. She drags his body outside where Haley sees it and starts kicking it in anger. Dre buries the body while Haley talks about fleeing together. But as she rambles, Dre takes the gun from Haley's bag and shoots her. Dre dances at the club and many men surround her, tossing cash. She counts her earnings in the locker room, and Cheeks asks if she wants to make more money. Dre accepts the job and becomes their driver. The girls arrive at a house full of white men. Dre sits quietly while everyone else has dirty exercise. On their way back to the club, Dre's car gets a flat tire. One of the girls opens the trunk for a spare tire, but Dre rushes to close it before she sees anything. Cheeks says she's acting like there's a dead body inside, and Dre laughs hysterically. Another car approaches them and the girls ask for help. They recognize the man who's a regular at the club, and Dre realizes it's Reggie. Reggie offers to fix the car at his place, and Dre gladly accepts. Reggie brings the girls over to his place, and Dre observes his house. Before Reggie can get refreshments, Dre suddenly asks him about his favorite artist. Reggie says it's Cody Blaze, and Dre's surprised it isn't Nija. She tells him that Cody only has 1 Grammy compared to Nija, who has 26. Reggie and the girls look confused, and Dre presses on, asking him if he thinks Cody is better than Nija. She brings up his tweet about Nija, but Reggie doesn't recall saying anything about her. He leaves to get refreshments, and Cheeks tells Dre to shut up because she's ruining the vibe. Dre steps out to find Reggie fixing her car. He tells her the tire is replaced and has fixed some things inside the hood. Dre introduces herself and mentions her sister Marissa. She asks him if he recognizes the name, but Reggie doesn't recall it. He asks if she's around, but Dre tells him she's dead. Reggie is unsure of what to say, then closes the hood and says he'll return inside. The girls get ready to leave, but Dre has thoughts running in her mind. She quickly excuses herself from the driver's seat to use the bathroom. Dre hears the shower running and sneaks inside the bathroom. She prepares to smack him with a pan, but Reggie steps inside and sees her. Dre hits him, but he quickly tackles her. Reggie gets on top of her and chokes her, but the girls arrive in time to beat him up. One of the girls shoots Reggie, and Dre rushes out of the bathroom feeling sick. The girls panic about what to do and decide to make a run for it. They hear the car drive off, and the girls see Dre leave them behind. Dre parks the car and checks her phone. It's her chat with Marissa, but someone's typing on the other end. What do you guys think of this serial killer?
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.